Welcome back to your Daily Dose. My name is Robert. I'm here with Alinda, and we're talking about all things yes and exercise, and in particular, how the two modalities we use, which are improvisation and storytelling, can positively affect Parkinson's. Alinda, for those who don't know, do you mind sharing a little of your background with Parkinson's, when you were diagnosed, and what the journey up to this point has been like for you?
Sure. I was diagnosed in January of 2015. I was 42 at the time, so I'll be celebrating 9 years this coming year. Um, it's The first year was a bit of denial on my part when I got the diagnosis. I actually felt symptoms 2 years prior, but I thought it was something else and I ignored it. And so I was kind of pleasantly surprised, believe it or not, because I thought it was MS. But when I heard my second opinion doctor, which is Dr. Michael Oken in University of Florida, he's awesome, as you know probably. He said something to me that was really remarkable. He says, "You don't die from Parkinson's, you die with it," and that led me to start thinking that I'm going to be okay. It's going to suck, but I'm going to be okay. And so I started taking meds, but I didn't allow myself to move because I thought that running, which I used to do, was part of the reason I might have gotten Parkinson's. Wacky thought, I know, but I think I'm reliving the symptoms that I was experiencing, which is I had dystonia in my right foot. And I thought running was causing my right foot to do what it was doing. So I think that memory probably was in my muscle memory, and I just stopped moving until the pandemic. And the pandemic, I needed to socialize, I needed to move, and I found a water class that was filled with people with just Parkinson's. And I'm like, okay, this is good start. Turns out they actually were a spinning class that couldn't spin because of Parkinson's, because of the pandemic. And so I got myself into a spinning class, and that changed my life. That was a game changer for me because movement, as we know in Parkinson's, is the ultimate most important thing. If we don't move, as my teacher likes to say, motion is lotion, rest is rust. And when I hear rest is rust, I feel like the Tin Man. So I don't want that. So I keep
Knock it
moving.
off. Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, I just had a great exercise scientist here on the show. I don't know. Do you know Christine Meldrum?
I've actually, she hosted the YOPN last
Great.
week or
Yeah.
last month, I think. She was wonderful. And I listened to part of her interview yesterday or the day before.
She's great. And it sounds like you're already aware a lot of she is because, early on in a lot of people's Parkinson's journey, the good news is people will say exercise, and that's great. What it sounds like you're doing is you're getting a level of exercise at an intensity to truly gain the benefit of it because, it's not enough to simply get on the bike and be passive. You are kicking ass, it sounds like.
Yes, yes.
Which, I know that's a challenge for a lot of people who are starting out. And the social component, I'm guessing, helps because if
Almost
you're trying
definitely.
to exercise like that on your own, that's pretty hard.
Yes. The social aspect is extremely critical. And after we work hard, we actually socialize for an hour or so, and we all stay on positive note. We don't gripe about what's wrong, with our bodies. We focus on what we are living with. What are we doing this week? What are we going to create next week? And it's a diverse group of people that I get to play with. I'm the youngest, as you can imagine, because most people are men and in their 60s before they get this wonderful gift that keeps on giving. So I get to hang out with a 95-year-old man that does his level of spinning, but he inspires me every time I see him because he's 95 years old. He's got Parkinson's and he's on a bike, and
Mm.
he has goals. He actually has goals, which is amazing. It's a good group of people that all kinds of smartness, and we have great conversations and laugh with each other.
I love the diversity that you bring forward and the respect across generations because So many times there's fears, especially for a young onset person like yourself, of separation. I'm not them. I don't want to be them. And therefore, you rob yourself of the gift that this man gives you of seeing his humanity, not seeing his age or his
Mhm.
frailty. You're seeing his humanity. And you're in fact, you're saying, I want that. He's inspiring me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous, both in what he's giving and what you're allowing yourself to receive.
Hmm. Yes, his name is Jack, and he's awesome.
Let's give it up for Jack.
Jack.
Well, I want to wrap this before coming to the next episode, but just to say that a lot of what you were saying reminded me of what's not wrong with your life, the approach
Mhm.
to how you guys, close your exercise circle and spring forward into life, and that has a lot to do with the mental approach, and so let's jump into that in the next episode. Great job, Alinda.
Thanks.